Hello. Have not made a video in way too long, and it's been a minute. It's been a minute, YouTube. But I think I moved in 2020. I think I moved about 5 or 6 times because November some shit went down with the house that I had rented and had to move. Moved in with a friend of 14 years. And her boyfriend, who I knew about the same amount of time, but he wasn't one of my best friends. She was one of my best friends. She got really aggressive and really insecure and told me I couldn't talk to her boyfriend. And it was a hell of a situation where I had to quickly move. So I was able to move in with a boyfriend that I was dating for 2 weeks. Don't ever move in with a guy you've only known for 2 weeks. If there's a global pandemic going on, because unless you're really, really sure of yourself, I can guarantee you it's probably not going to work. And it didn't work for me because he was treating me like a teenager, like I was messy, like I'm not messy. I had a cat food can in the sink soaking, so I was going to rinse it out and put it in the recycle. And he told me not to leave empty cat food cans in the sink, and I'm like, other adult to adult, I'm gonna clean it up. And that was just a stupid situation. I'm not used to living with anybody who's treating me like a messy teenager. So that was that. And then I ended up being able to stay with another friend for about a week while I was working at the post office. And then I was able to move in with another good friend up in Bellingham. I was able to move in with another good friend, and I lived there for about 5 or 6 months until I moved back to my hometown that I grew up in, which is in Oregon. And that's where I am now. And you can see in the background, there's a green bridge that we used to hang out on that bridge when I was a teenager. And that's where I'm living now, but you can't go up on the green bridge now because I guess it's blocked off and you'll get arrested if you go up there. It's private property. But when we were teenagers, we used to be able to go hang out up there. And I live here and I am getting my life back on track. I've got a job and I do DoorDash and I'm still trading. I'm still learning how to trade. And that's a challenge. It's very challenging, but I think I'm getting it. And moving forward, moving right along with that. Still got the vitamins. Still have that option for people to check out that has amazing products for your health and your wellness and your life. And if you got kids, they got snacks. And it's an incredible company. So I definitely recommend the vitamins because I've been on the vitamins for about 3 years now. On and off, like when I can afford them, right? Because sometimes I've had to switch jobs and move a lot. I've moved 5 times in 2020. But I'm good now. And I would like you to check out these vitamins. And they're available in several countries. I can get that information for you where they're available. But, man, I'm telling you though, door dashing in Portland has been so lucrative. I've been able to make ends meet and get my credit cards paid down. I'm almost got them all paid off. I'm really, really close. So after I get all my debt under control, I can start investing in my trading business, because it's a business. You have to track your losses and expenses and all of that, which I'm still learning how to do, which all of these things I'm learning how to do. And I've created this YouTube video. I've created this YouTube channel to keep y'all up to date on how my progress is coming along and what I'm doing and everything with that. So, first things first. I care first before money. I care first for my physical health. I care first for my mental health and my mind. And I care for my education, for like trading and my vitamins company and all of that. So keeping those things in mind, I plan to financially secure myself for a life that I don't need a vacation from. So that's why I made this YouTube channel to start in 2020. And it was really, it was just super challenging because I had a whole idea of how I wanted to direct my channel and the marketing that I wanted to use it for. But then the pandemic happened, and that kind of just threw everything off because I was feeling so good about it. I was doing so good about the content that I wanted to create and the videos that I wanted to talk about my trading and my other company. But I just felt like people were struggling so hard, and everything was just fucked up. Everything was messed up in the beginning of 2020, where I felt like I couldn't present the things that I was working on in a YouTube channel. I hope that makes sense. I couldn't really feel like that I was able to present what I was working on. So I guess that's all I can really say about that. But I'm doing really good. I'm doing really good outside of what you see in my social media. I do plan on making more consistent videos, starting with this one, so that y'all can see my progress and get updates on my life and business and wellness is basically what I think I want to make this YouTube channel be about. And I can make another YouTube channel down the road later if I want to, if I'm going to change up my message. But right now, the message for this YouTube channel is just kind of coping with life stress and physical wellness and mental and emotional health, which I feel like I've come a long way to keep myself healthy mentally and emotionally and physically. So living in Oregon is cool. I really miss my Bellingham home where I was living before in Bellingham. Here though, okay, so check this out. We got Dutch Brothers, Dutch Brothers coffee, and they give you coffee in a sippy cup. I don't know how I feel about drinking coffee out of a sippy cup. Every time I get a coffee from this place, I feel a little weird drinking coffee out of a sippy cup. All I can think it's a sippy cup. It's silly. But, so just stay here with me while I put my makeup on, because I'm about to go out and do DoorDash and Instacart. And I like to get pretty before I do it. So while I put my makeup on, I'm going to talk about why I stopped making videos. Because I had started my YouTube channel at the beginning of the year, right? And it was going to be for my vitamins business and to teach people how to trade, but 2020 happened and my life got very crazy. And I had to move a lot, and I just really wasn't feeling secure in myself and telling people how I was doing what I was doing, because so many people were struggling, and all I could do is just reach out and talk to people and not talk about my businesses and my business opportunities, because I know everybody else was struggling then. So I was just reaching out just to keep in contact and talk to people, find out how they're getting along, how how we're surviving. And okay, so other reason besides the pandemic that I stopped making videos was, you won't believe it, you couldn't believe this, I was getting back into making videos a little bit, but I had moved in with an ex-boyfriend that I thought would be a good idea. I thought it'd be a good idea to move in with somebody that I dated 20 years ago. And it was actually a really bad idea because he was a much nicer person 20 years ago. He was not a very nice person anymore. So I actually stopped trading. I actually didn't even touch my trading charts for a couple of months because I was so distracted by this person who was not doing very well, couldn't manage their own life, alcoholism. I actually stopped trading. And I was drinking like every day with this person. So I had my own demons. You know, I totally take complete 100% responsibility for my journey and my financial situation and my trading career, which is still like in its baby stages. People I can reach out with to help me learn, like people like I can talk to. And then there's YouTube too. Like you can learn a lot about how to trade foreign exchange currency on YouTube. Hope you guys are enjoying my little makeup. It's not even a tutorial. I'm just doing my makeup because I'm gonna go out and deliver, and I like to look pretty when I do. So where's my? There, I had to find my stuff. So yeah, I actually stopped trading when I had worked 7, 8 months. Blood, sweat, and tears, I'm telling you. I was working at the post office when I started learning how to trade. I bombed the job at the post office because the pandemic was starting. And March is when I started working out in the field. February was training for the post office. And then I went out to the field in February. March, it was like the full month of March, I worked at the post office, cried every single day in the mail truck because it was just so hard to deliver the mail during the onset of a pandemic because they weren't providing us with PPE. They were providing us with hand sanitizer and gloves and no masks. I had my own mask. I tied my bandana so tight on my face. You can see my little bandana tutorial I made earlier in the year. I figured out how to tie it here so that it wasn't like squishing my nose. By the end of the day, my nose was hurting because I had that bandana tied so tight on my face. And I was so scared going into dirty apartment buildings with packages, having to go upstairs or elevators and touching doors, and it was just dirty. And then I'd get back to the post office after delivering my route, after taking 3 hours longer than I was supposed to deliver my route, just to get a supervisor telling me, why didn't you do this route fast enough? Other people can get this route done in 3 hours and you got it done in 6. And I'm like, I don't have an answer for you. I literally don't have an answer for you. And they probably fired me because of my attitude, because I was really stressed out, for one. 2, there was a global pandemic on set. 3, I don't like to be treated like crap at work. I don't like to be treated like my job is, the job that I'm doing is not good enough. I don't like that. I've never liked that. I've never been able to stay at a job where I'm being treated like what I'm doing isn't good enough. Where a manager, I'll be okay, like, get this. Have you ever been in this scenario? You're doing your work, you're doing your job, you're thinking, hey, I'm doing a pretty good job at this. The manager might be impressed, right? You're doing your work, and then a boss or the manager comes over and, like, gets in front of you and grabs what you're doing and says, you need to be doing it like this. You know, and just interrupts everything that you're doing, your whole thing, and says, you need to be doing it like this, and this is better, and then look at you, and then, like, expect you to, what? Okay, boss. Okay, boss. And then they go away and they leave you and you feel like shit. And you were feeling good before doing your job, and then they come over and are rude to you, and then you feel like shit. Ever had that happen? I don't put up with that. I've never been able to put up with that. Not when I was a teenager. I've straight walked out of jobs and said, no thanks. No thanks. You can do such a better job at it, you do it, because there's so much money out there, people. There's money out there to get. There's network marketing, which I am doing, which is what I made this channel for. There's training. If you are getting treated like crap at your job, there's another job out there. There's another employer that will gladly have you do work for them. I can't tell you how many times I have quit a job where I was making good money. Good money. Yeah, okay. More than minimum wage is good money. And I've taken $2-3 pay cuts just to work at a job that doesn't treat me like shit. That brings my stress level down. My money goes, okay. So happiness level, here's my diagram. Here's my diagram. You're getting paid good. Your stress level's like way up here. So what I did was like, I got paid a little less and then got my stress level down here. I was still making enough to pay my bills. Still making enough money to eat. Still making enough money to do anything I needed to do, right? This is not a makeup tutorial, by the way. This is just me trying to be pretty while I go deliver people food, takeout, and groceries. So, but what do you think of that? Do you think that your stress level has to match the amount of money that you're making? Because I don't. Beautiful. I'm ready to go deliver now. Just sitting in the parking lot. I meant to do this video down at the pond where it's beautiful, and I was going to go outside and do a video, but it was closed because of all the tree branches from the recent storms that have happened. But anyways, just wanted to give you a little update. Don't settle. Don't settle for being treated bad for money, because there's ways to get money where you don't have to feel bad about. You can make decent money doing something that doesn't stress you out. I mean, if you feel like you're above taking the job at a restaurant, or expand your horizons, you know. It's like, you don't have to have a career. I want you to have a career. I want you to feel happy with what you're doing, but you don't have to like hold so tight to that career that it stresses you out and makes you feel bad about the money that you're bringing home to pay your bills. That's like your livelihood. Your livelihood should make you feel good. Your livelihood should make you feel good about your life. Anyways, I'm gonna go be delivering and practice trading, delivering. I got vitamins if you need them. Drinking coffee out of a sippy cup. Got my makeup on. I'm ready. Ready for the day. Oh, man, I miss everyone so much. But so I feel like if I just make these videos, you won't forget who I am, and then I'll have something for my grandbaby. Something for my grandbaby to remember me by, because I barely ever get to see him right now. He lives a whole state away. So guys, take care, be love. Be safe, be loved, bless up. Good day.